everyone, my name's Ciara and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this calming glitter jar. So let's get started. The things you will need to make this calming jar are a jar in any size with a lid on it that seals, some glue, just liquid glue, it doesn't matter what kind, clear or regular, any type of glitter you'd like, any size, shape, or color. And you'll also need some warm to hot water to fill up the jar, just to help the glue melt and everything swirl around. The next step is optional. You can also add food dye. I'm using gel food dye, but you can also use the liquid food dye that come in droplets. Next, you want to start filling your jar up with the warm water, and just make sure you leave a little bit of space at the top so you can shake everything around. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to add your glue to the jar. I ended up just eyeballing everything, and once I was satisfied with how much glue was in there, I just decided to start mixing it around to see what it looked like. And I did end up going back and adding a little bit more glue afterwards, just because I felt like I needed a little bit more. If I were to do this again, I would use the clear glue and not the white glue, because it does leave it a little foggier and it's not as clear, but overall it doesn't matter. It'll still work as a calming jar either way. I still like how it turned out. I just think that it may look better if there is clear glue instead of white glue. Once you finish adding your glue, you can start to add your glitter. I started out with a teaspoon of purple and a teaspoon of white, and you can add as much or as little glitter as you want, but the more glitter you add, I think the more magical it looks. And now you can add your food coloring if you'd like to. This step is optional. I just think if you add cool colors such as like blues or purples, it will add a more calming effect than without any food coloring, but that's just my opinion, and you can do whatever you'd like with your jar. And now that everything's in your jar, you just want to give it a good mix to make sure everything's together and that the glue is melting. And I went in and just added a little bit more water just to fill the gap a little bit, because it was bigger than I thought it would be. Just make sure if you do add a little bit more water that there is still a gap so you can still shake it around and everything will move. But after that, you can just pop your lid back on and make sure it's sealed tightly, and then that's it, you're all done. So you can just shake it around, twirl it around. It's really good for anxiety. I really enjoyed making this, and it's really fun to play with. I definitely suggest using fine and chunky glitter, because I just use chunky and I don't think it has the same effect as it would if there was smaller, thinner glitter in there, but otherwise I enjoyed it. Hey everyone, so this is an update on the glitter jar that I just made. I left it to sit for a little bit. I went out and I came back and it has been sitting in air conditioning for maybe like 5 hours now, and I wanted to see what it looked like and how it reacted when I shook it, just for letting it sit in the cold and not the water not being heated up anymore. And it's a little more cloudy. It lost some of the pigment, probably because the glue congealed a little bit and turned white again. Your best bet's probably to use clear glue. I don't know what it's gonna do if you use clear glue instead, but I still think it looks cool. It still works as a glitter jar. It's relaxing. I mean, it does like fall back down to the bottom quicker, and you can see the color's not there as well anymore, but I still think it looks cool. It's still relaxing. It still calms me down. I was using it today for anxiety and just seeing if it would calm me down a little bit, and I definitely did. This is an update for what it looks like after it's sat for a little bit. Ta-da! So this calming jar was actually really fun to play with, just to like shake it around. It's really like fun to just like watch everything swirl, but it is also really good for relaxing and just for calming and anxiety reduction. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video.